Okay, first, according to Lao Tzu, Tao is the source of all things. Tao is the principle that governs all things. And Tao is the path or the way that leads us back to our origin.
老祖互咱了解道，就是第一，道就是两种物件的来源。第二就是道，就是两种啥真理，就是两种物件的啥的真理，就是伫道内底。第三就是道，就是咱行转去天顶的路，行互咱啥咱对道来，就是爱用道才行转去。道嘛是咱的咱的来源。
So we'll start and discuss it one by one. Because there are so many definitions or so many writings about the Tao, but because of time constraints and for us to be able to learn at least something about the next lecture, we will not use so many scriptures or definitions so that we will understand and remember it.
咱要一个一个方面了解到，不过为着今仔暗暝时间嘛，无讲较长，所以咱嘛尽量咱种讲较上简单了解，了毋是上长的法，互咱知影讲咱的咱较了解到。
So first is number one, the Tao is the source of all things. When we say the source of all things, it means it is the one that is that created us all. It is the source of all creation, which we call also our Heavenly Mother. If it is the source of all creation, if it is the one that created us all, so in Catholic we call it the Creator or God. In some ways we call it our Heavenly Mother.
道就是咱拢总会啥生长养万物，咱拢总啥拢总众生的啥来源，毋是干那讲有灵魂的含无灵魂的伊来源拢是道。伫看有诶宗教家，这叫做啥？叫做上帝，有诶甲叫做老母娘。不管是咱安怎叫伊无，咱安怎称呼伊无，都叫即个完全是共款。伊是咱的啥？伊是咱的 creator， 伊是咱的老母娘，伊是咱的上帝。
Tao is also the principle that governs all things.
道嘛是啥？长养万物的啥？真理。
Now, for us to understand how Tao is at work in our lives every day, for example, why is it that humans live on oxygen and yet our waste product, the carbon dioxide, is needed by trees? Who made all these things happen? Why is there such a perfect design?
So 要互咱了解无了解道的真理无，咱会看着讲，咱拢做物件拢有伊的啥，拢有伊的规定，拢有伊的啥，拢有伊的方法。譬如讲人呼吸是啥？是 oxygen， 了咱的手伊呼吸是 carbon。咱的 oxygen 个 carbon，oxygen 是人会通创出来的，了 oxygen 是人爱呼吸伊的，了手是爱呼吸啥？呼吸 carbon 了，伊会当冲出来是 oxygen， 这个就是会当看着讲咱的啥，咱的道的啥，的真理的啥，水的啥创造。
Imagine if we all, both plants and animals need oxygen. Imagine if we all need oxygen.
若是咱的科学挖起来讲，就是拢需要 oxygen。
So God has a perfect design for everything.
一定袂做啥，拢做到 oxygen 嘛。所以咱的上帝，咱的道，有互咱大家啥，大家生活，大家长养万物有伊好的啥科学。
Look at all the planets. We have a lot of planets. The universe is such a big place. but none of these planets hit each other, meaning God so designed it so that everybody will follow a certain path so that it will not collide with one another.
不了，一个是咱看咱的啥星球，咱的 solar system 的 planet，咱拢咧对，咱拢咧掉射一下，咱的啥，日头，咧射时阵无，咱的用做星球无，地球无，伊拢袂啥拢着，拢有啥，拢有家己的啥，家己射的迄条路。即拢两个拢做拢袂相拢着，伊就是相拢着无，安尼咱就会受到遐大的灾难。
So imagine if these planets go against the principle that created them. Imagine if they go against their path. Will there be disaster?
所以譬如讲，若是咱的地球，若是伊无按照伊的路，伊无按照伊的道，伊行乌白行喺别个啥，别个路无，是毋是会受到遐大的灾难？
So in our daily life, for us to be able to understand the Tao, I chose to discuss the human body and how it works so that we will understand what is the Tao, what is the truth.
所以，互咱会通更加了解道无？咱的讲师会用咱的啥，咱的法度来啥，互咱更加了解，做例子。
Our Heavenly Mother created us, and we have what we call life stages. We start from infancy, then we grow, we become adults, and then later on we grow old, and then we die.
咱啥拢做人的生活，拢做人的法度，死出来了，愈来愈侪岁，会变老，破病会死，这是生老病死。
And it's not the other way around. We were not born old, and then we become young.
无可能，伊个一定会按照迄个顺序，无可能讲咱死出来就已经是老了，了可能甲咱变愈来愈少岁，无可能。
And no matter what we do, whoever we are, nobody can escape death. It is something that's inevitable.
要无管咱一项无，无管咱做啥物代志无，咱拢会到迄个时间拢爱转去。迄种咱无法度当啥，无法度当想的。
But why is it that a lot of people right now live as if they're going to live forever?
毋过呢，遐侪人咧，占即马生活着拢活甲敢若可能永远拢会有伫咧感觉。
And that is because of ignorance.
迄就是为着咱的啥，咱的痴无够了解。
Now, let me enlighten you on the workings of the human body and how God.
Hello? 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 听有对无？
Rosemarie hang there. Okay.
Hello?
Naputol. Enlighten you on ano? Pakiulit nga. Enlighten you on.
I said, let me enlighten you on the human body, how God designed our bodies, and how it works, so that we will know how to take care of it.
So 咱大家拢爱知影讲咱的腹肚会啥会科学，咱才会通知影讲咱要安怎会通照顾咱的身体。
So every day we eat to live, right?
是毋是咱大家人，若是咱要活无，咱一定爱食物件，是毋是？
But there are people who live to eat.
毋过有诶人无，伊是一直食，伊生活是一直要食， 毋是伊着需要食，是一直食一直食，敢若款猪共款。
Now, when we eat, whatever we eat becomes a source of energy for our body, and we use that energy to be able to function.
咱会食，咱咧食诶物件无，伊是咱身躯需要用会食，会力，会互咱食咱腹肚有伊会食，伊诶营养，这拢爱，咱大家拢爱了解诶。
But the question is, what do we eat nowadays?
毋过问题是咱即摆诶人拢是咧食啥物？
Also, God gave us brain to be able to think, to be able to use it for our benefit.
佫了一个无，就是咱诶上帝互咱头脑，咱诶头脑咱嘛是爱好好爱用，用诶通帮忙人诶方法。
But how do we use that brain? Do we really use it for our benefit? Or is it the brain that causes our destruction?
毋过咱只有咧，甲咱诶头脑用来想办法帮忙人，或是用迄个伤害别人，迄嘛是咱都爱检讨诶。
Okay, so this brings us to why are there sickness and diseases?
所以即个嘛是会互咱知影，讲咱等下人哪会破病。
Okay, first, okay, wait. Why are there sickness and diseases? That will be our topic today. Because why? There are sickness and diseases because we do not abide by the principle of the Tao in our daily life.
即个原因，甲来咱会破病，会啥会身体会无爽快无，是因着咱无咧按咱诶生活无按照度。
Which also follows the law of cause and effect.
会叫咱诶啥，咱诶营养无嘛，交咱诶因果有关系。
First, let's look at the food that we eat, our diet.
咱咧食诶物件，咱爱了解。
Our bodies are made to consume fruits and vegetables.
其实咱人诶身躯无，本来是应该爱是食菜，加食水果、果子。
But right now, almost everything that we eat has fat, either has fat, has sugar, high amount of sugar. So these two alone can cause a lot of problems in our body.
不过咱即摆遐侪人咧食诶物件无，有遐侪啥肥，遐侪饭，佫遐侪糖。即两项物件对互咱遐身躯会遐侪会出现遐侪问题。
The other day, I was talking to one of my students, a nurse, and she called me to tell me that she is very sad because she discovered that she has a borderline liver problem.
伊有一个学生无，有一摆敲电话互伊，无讲伊遐艰苦，为着伊发现着讲伊诶肺部有问题。
When I say borderline, okay, so if this is the problem, when I say borderline, okay, that means she is already at the edge before it becomes cancer.
所以讲伊诶情形无是迄种已经伫要有啥癌症诶迄个啥情形咯。
So what I told her that it is actually she should still be grateful because she learned that she is still at the borderline, which means that she still has an opportunity to change for the better.
所以咱会教授着甲伊学生讲，你即马发现着讲，你即马伫迄个极限，你要到着有迄个癌症的极限，你都爱真感恩，为着你即马互你一个机会，来检讨讲你生活有啥物问题，才有法通改变。
For example, let me ask you. I know that some of the listeners here already have hypertension. Some of you may have diabetes. Some of you may have bleeding or any kind of problem. What does it mean? It means that that is your body giving you a warning that you have to change something.
就譬如讲，咱遐做遮咧听诶啥前现有身体有 hypertension，或是有糖尿病，或是有咧流血，即互咱知影讲咱身体有问题，爱解决。咱有啥物生活诶习惯有爱需要解决诶部分。
I am only using the human body, but for us all to realize the spiritual meaning of everything that is happening in our daily lives.
即是咧是干那咧讲咱诶身体诶情形啊，我其实咱毋是爱了解讲咱诶灵性，咱诶啥，咱诶智慧无，嘛是爱小小啊注意者，会着。但是咱无迄智慧无，咱诶平常诶生活嘛是会出遮侪代志。
So of course, I ask my student, what is your diet every day?
所以就会问伊学生讲，你每一工你食诶，你拢是食啥物物件？
And of course, she said that, of course, she's eating a lot of meat.
你学生就讲，伊食遐侪肉。
So I asked her, do you want to get better? Or do you just want to accept that you are meant for cancer?
所以咱诶教授就甲伊讲，你敢想要变较好，或是你想要接受讲你会着癌症？
So her answer, of course, is she wants to get better. She doesn't want cancer. So I told her, you have to change a lot, meaning you have to change your diet, you have to change your lifestyle.
所以当然无人爱得着癌症嘛，所以是袂得着癌症无，诶生活你食诶物件甲习惯爱活起来。
And she even told me that the doctor told her that her liver is already nababalot ng fat.
了伊诶啥，伊诶医生有甲伊讲，伊诶肺部已经全啥全，
叶冠，
伊诶肝已经全啥咯，全发咯，全肥咯。
And so I told her, I will be able to help you. I would like to encourage you to become vegetarian, to eat only vegetables and fruits, because the cause of your problem is mainly your diet, because you eat a lot of meat.
所以要帮忙伊诶方法无，咱诶教授就鼓励伊讲，一定爱食菜，为着你诶肝有即寡问题，是你拢一直食肉。
So I told her, I'm willing to help you, but you have to be willing to change your diet and your lifestyle. You have to be willing.
所以咱大家都甘愿帮忙伊。不过虽然咱甘愿帮忙伊，无家己爱甘愿，家己诶习惯，家己食诶物件爱活起来，爱变好。
And of course, after our talk, I never heard from her again.
所以当然因啥因聊天煞无，伊早都拢无听到啥物消息咯。
So I don't know why, but what she said to me before we ended our conversation is that it is hard for her to change her diet or not to eat meat.
伊袂记得讲，伊互相离开时阵无，奋战的时阵无，伊有甲伊讲， 要互我变，互我变新的生活无，是真困难。
So there is a saying, God helps those who help themselves.
所以有一个俗语，就是讲，咱的上帝会通帮忙，有甘愿帮忙家己的人。
Now, why do these things happen? Because we go against the principle of the truth, which is our bodies are designed to live on fruits and vegetable.
这个代志，人会破病的原因，就是会着咱无咧按照咱的道吧，咱的身躯应该是爱食菜，应该是爱食水果的，毋是咧食肉的。
Now, most of the food that we eat nowadays, especially the processed food, they contain high amounts of sugar.
即卖也侪人咧食的物件，尤其是迄种化学创的菜无，伊拢有也侪下糖。
And the truth is, sugar gets converted to fat.
咱的糖会转化做咱的 fat， 咱的啥肥。
So if we eat a lot of foods that are high in sugar on a daily basis, what happens? We are also accumulating fat, which can also lead to sickness and diseases.
所以若是咱逐工一直食遐甜的物件无，咱嘛是会得遐侪肥的，互咱一直破病。
Next is our lifestyle, our modern lifestyle.
佫了一个无就是咱的啥，咱的平常的生活。
When we talk of lifestyle, one of the things that are important is exercise.
一个生活遐重要的物件无就是运动。
When we do not exercise, when we do not move, meaning when we lack physical activity, what happens? Fat and sugar accumulate inside the body.
若是咱无咧运动无，嘛是共款，咱的肥甲咱的糖，敢若一直咧留喺咱的腹肚内底尔。
We also end up with poor circulation.
了咱的肺嘛是会无法度当啥，无法度当好好有啥，会通无法度通将咱的腹肚留好势。
So is it good to do exercise at least 3 times a week? Not every day, but if you're busy, at least do it 3 times a week.
所以咱大家咧鼓励大家人，若是无法度逐工运动无，上少一礼拜爱运动3摆。
Just like any machine, if you don't use a machine, it will bog down, including your body. If you do not use your body, if you do not exercise, it will also lead to sickness and diseases.
敢若款咱的啥，咱的机器，像小学的啥，一台迄个项路靠箱，遐久无用无会歹去。咱的啥，咱的身躯无，一直无运动无，一直无振动无，咱嘛是会破病，咱嘛是会着啥，着障碍。
Another one is sleep. Sleep.
佫了一个无是困。
Now, a lot of people nowadays, because of their busy life, most of the time they lack sleep.
即马现代人无遐济讲为着也无用无，往欠困。
So, even if your diet is good, but if you lack sleep, are you also destroying your body?
所以佫伫安怎你的啥食生活的习惯，若是你食的物件拢好客，毋过你无困无，你嘛是会创歹你的身体。
When we sleep, for children, children need enough sleep to grow.
囡仔爱困有够，才有法当好变大汉。
Why? because children, okay, when they sleep, it is only during sleeping that the growth hormone is released.
为着囡仔无，伊咧困时阵无，伊的 growth hormone 才有咧啥，才有咧好好发达。
So children with enough sleep, who are not, who don't stay too late doing what's ano yung uso ngayon, yung mga computer games, what happens, they don't grow properly, they lack the proper development of their brain, of their whole body.
So 那是啥？那是囡仔一直欠困无，规种咧规暗看电视，规暗拍电子游戏无，伊会袂变大汉，就会袂变叫和我共款安尼遐弱，就袂变大汉啦，吼。
Okay. In adults, why is sleep very important?
成年人呢，咱大人呢，有啥物啦？真重要，困介啥真重要。
In adults, when we sleep, our growth hormone is also released.
咱咧大汉困时阵无，嘛是会互咱的 growth hormone 啥会通流动。
But we will not grow anymore.
当然，咱袂阁变大汉啦，咱袂阁变弱啦。
This hormone will help us in the repair and regeneration of our tissues.
咱的 growth hormone 无，会互咱帮忙讲，互咱的 cell 无，我毋知 cell 叫无安怎叫，咱的啥，咱的迄块有真差的身体有够真差的部分无，会当互伊好好修理。
And God designed man to sleep, right? He designed man to sleep so that when we're young, we can grow, and when we're old, we will stay healthy. So look what happens when you lack sleep. Do you feel tired all the day? Do you look older older when you don't sleep? Yes, because your body is not able to repair and regenerate itself.
上帝都互咱爱困，咱注意着咱欠困无，咱规日拢足忝的，拢无精神，了欠困无，会互咱也紧变老，会互咱看较也老。
So I'm telling you these simple matters that most of us are not aware of in a physical level. Because if we don't understand the working of Tao in our daily life, in our physical level, it will be hard for us to understand the spiritual level.
So 若是咱咧甲恁讲即寡也简单的道理是互咱知，讲若是咱即个也基本的代志，咱无法度当欣赏都无，安尼咱伫咱的甲灵性无的智慧无，咱就无法通知影讲咱的道安怎会通帮忙咱。
Number 3 will be our attitude.
第三就是咱人的态度，
Meaning, how do we respond to everything that is happening in our life every day?
态度就是互咱知影讲，不管咱生活发生啥物代志无，咱安怎面对它，咱安怎啥，咱安怎会通好好啥，好好甲迄种代志拢啥面对好势。
What do you do or how do you respond when problems or challenges happen every day?
譬如讲，咱受着考验无，咱是安怎啥，咱的反应是啥物？
Are you calm?
你敢有法当保持冷静？
If you are calm, even when problems arise, meaning you are not agitated, it is easy for you to think and it is easy for you to solve your problem.
若是不管你拄到啥问题无，你拢也啥也平心也冷静无，你有法通个代志想真清楚，了会通找到解决问题的方法。
On the other hand, are you a very reactive person? Meaning, when something happens, do you easily get angry? Do you easily worry?
若是你是迄款也够烦恼、也够啥、也够反应的人，你甲无法度较好解决问题。
Now, when Jesus was with his disciples and they were riding the ship on the ocean, there a storm came in and everyone was agitated. They woke up Jesus, and the only thing Jesus said, he said to the storm, "Calm down." And he reprimanded his disciples for being agitated easily.
耶稣无一坐船时阵无，伊会写伊的徒儿无，甲叫起啊，伊就落大雨，伊足烦恼的。耶稣叫起时阵无，甲他讲，咱大家拢爱冷静，咱大家拢莫烦恼。了伊甲教怀伊的徒儿讲，咱大家拢毋通为着这样代志都大烦恼。咱爱大家拢爱保持平静的心。
So what happens when we worry, when we get angry, when we easily are afraid? We are actually activating a mechanism in our body that increases our blood pressure, it increases our heart rate, it increases our blood sugar.
若是咱咧写无，咱也够反应无，也够烦恼，也够生气，也够怨叹，咱的啥，咱的 blood pressure 血压会变悬，咱的心脏会变紧，咱的血糖会变悬。
So when you are a person who worries unnecessarily about the future which has not yet come, or about the past that is already done, or every day you tend to worry about everything, are you inviting sickness and diseases in your life?
若是咱啥每一工生活拢一直咧烦恼，讲后摆会发生啥物代志，或是咧一直咧后悔，讲咱以早做啥物代志无，咱敢是咧互咱较紧会着身躯会鼻痛，身躯会鼻痛。
Another thing that happens is that when we worry, when we are angry, when we are stressed, our immune system goes down.
若是咱够生气无，咱够烦恼无，咱的 immune system 抵抗力会变低。
Immune system is the one that protects us from sickness and diseases. It fights bacteria, infection, viruses, and all other that will cause problem in our body. It is the one that protects us.
咱的抵抗力会照顾咱的身体，会互咱较袂破病，会互咱甲有法度当下，就是拄着身体无爽快，无法度咱的身体垃圾该去除掉。
So these are just a few of the main reasons why we suffer from a lot of sickness and diseases, whether infection or chronic diseases such as hypertension, heart disease, cancer. It is because we are not mindful of our body.
所以这个啥是一个简单的原因，互咱知影，讲咱身体遇着遐济痛苦，就咱无咧好好照顾咱的身体。
And our bodies are given to us to be able to perfect ourselves, to use it to cultivate the Tao and not just to live in a worldly way.
上帝互咱身体无是互咱有机会通圆满咱的啥，咱的愿，毋是互咱享受，是互咱会通好好啊受道。
So I hope that with this simple explanation of the principle inside our human body, I hope that I was able to help you understand that when we go against the design or the principle that of the Tao inside our bodies, we create problems and disasters for ourselves.
所以我希望讲，伫咱看迄个啥，拄啊你讲的迄款道理，无互咱了解，若是咱无按照咱身体的道无，咱敢若创造咱身体一寡啊大问题尔。
But when we do what is right, when we do what is natural for us, meaning if you're tired, if you're sleepy, sleep. If you're hungry, eat, but be careful of what you eat. When there's a problem, be calm. Okay, everything, if there is a solution, find it.
So，阮拢希望讲，咱逐个人会通好好啊照顾身体，所爱了解咱食的物件，爱好好啊有找一个好的生活的啥节奏，了爱有无管啥拄着啥物代志，爱有对的态度。
Tao is the path or way that leads us back to our origin.
咱的啥，咱的道是，咱的啥，咱的转去天的路。
Nowadays, there are so many religions, there are so many paths that would tell you, join us and we will, you will go to heaven.
即马有遐侪宗教咧，甲咱讲，你爱参加阮的宗教，你才有法通交咱做伙转去天顶。
Now, according to Matthew, Jesus said to his disciples, "Enter through the narrow gate, for wide is the gate and broad is the road that leads to destruction, and many enter through it. But small is the gate and narrow the road that leads to life, and only a few find it."
伫咱的圣经无马太有讲，咱爱对迄个甲话门入去，为着迄个会通，迄个去迄个无好的啥的所在无会门是遐看，对遐侪人会踮遐入去。毋过，才入去迄甲话门的遐人较少。毋过迄个话门会互咱一个对的路，互咱会通转去天顶，了干那遐少找着即条路尔。
Now, when we talk of the wide gate, nowadays, there are a lot of temptations. Okay, and it seems easy to do it. Now, especially with the internet, especially with, a lot of things that are happening right now, it is easy to fall into temptation.
为着咱即摆的生活无，遐侪人也简单向迄个啥，向欲望，牵咧毋对的路。特别是即摆咱的网络也啥也发展，咱也简单找着一寡杂地无好的物件。
Internet is designed to make things easy for people, to connect people, to make everything very easy or convenient for us.
迄个网络无，咱 internet 会互咱的好处是互咱大家会当有简单就法通互相连线，嘛是会通互咱啥，互咱简单会通啥，会当互相沟通。
Like right now, we will not be having this class online without the internet.
咱是为着网络无，咱无法通踮今仔暗好做伙食踮 Zoom 听课。
But many people use internet as a way of scamming other people, extorting money from other people, and confusing or misleading many people.
毋过遐侪人咧用网络骗人，用网络甲咱偷钱，用网络甲骗人，讲一寡假诶新闻。
But despite all this that are happening right now, there are still people who will choose to do what is right.
毋过不但是有偌侪人做毋对诶代志，无咱阁是会有人会选择讲甲物件用对诶方法做对诶代志。
Now, Jesus Christ said, I am the way, the truth, and the life.
耶稣讲伊是啥？伊是way，伊是 truth，伊是 life。
And he also said to his people, I am the light of the world. Whoever follows me will never walk in darkness, but will have the light of life.
伊嘛是讲，伊是世界诶光明。对，咱是上下对伊无会受着啥，袂受着阴暗，毋过会受着迄个啥生活诶光明。
When Jesus spoke of the I, a lot of people misunderstood that he was talking of himself. But during that time, Jesus Christ was already enlightened, and he was actually referring to the true self, to our true nature, to the Tao inside of us.
也侪人想做讲，耶稣讲这个原因是为着伊是咧讲伊家己，毋过这毋是真正诶原因。伊伫即时阵无，耶稣已经受着堕落。伊咧讲诶，就是要互咱知影讲，爱是咱诶啥真性，咱诶啥，咱诶佛性，咱诶道，这就是伊咧讲诶。
So how can Tao guide us back to our origin?
所以道会安怎互咱会通转去啥对诶门？ 来源。
Tao is also what we call our conscience. It is also what we call the Holy Spirit that never sleeps, that always talk to us, that always tell us what is right and what is wrong.
道嘛是咱诶良心，伊嘛是咱诶啥佛性，会互咱伊拢会随时拢会甲咱讲啥物是对，啥物是毋对，啥物是爱做，啥物是毋爱做诶代志。
It is that small voice that always tells us if what we're going to do, if what we're thinking, if what we're saying is right or wrong.
为着若是咱诶道会互咱知影讲倒一项代志无，咱毋通做，伊拢会甲咱提醒。
And if we listen to that, to our conscience, to our true nature, if we allow it to guide us, we will constantly be in the right path.
若是咱有咧按照道做代志无，咱就是咧行对诶，咱就是真有智慧诶人。
But if we do not listen to that, if we know what is right and we don't do it, and we know what is wrong and that's what we do, what happens? That's when we encounter problems and disasters.
若是咱无咧做对诶代志，咱咧做诶代志拢毋对无，咱是干来创造歹诶因果，互咱受着较侪啥灾难尔。
Now, there is a Chinese proverb that says, acting in accordance with heaven brings life. Acting against heaven can only lead to destruction.
有一个词语讲，若是咱 咱做代志交按照天道无，咱会通创造新的生命。毋过咱是咧违背咱的天，无咱干来创歹咱的生活尔。
If we allow the Tao inside of us, which is a part of heaven, to guide us, and if we act according to it, we will continue to enjoy heaven on earth.
若是咱有法度通好好受道，咱做代志拢按照道无，咱会通感受咱的咱的地球的生活，其实是敢若款咱的天堂。
But if we go against our conscience, if we go against our true nature, we will experience hell on earth.
若是咱违背良心，咱无好好受道，咱咱平常的生活会敢若款地狱。
And this is the reason why our Heavenly Mother, because of her mercifulness, she allowed us nowadays to propagate the Tao freely.
所以为着即个原因无，咱即嘛是伫白羊期无，咱的老母娘甲道讲，互咱逐个人为着咱的老母娘的慈悲心，甲道讲，互咱的逐个众生会通好好会通得到道好会通求道好会通受道，咱一个礼拜即个大道普渡的时代。
And we are all very fortunate for having received the Tao.
所以咱会通得到道无，是咱诚大的福气。
Not only because our wisdom is opened. So that's one of the purpose why our Heavenly Mother allowed us to receive the Tao nowadays. Unlike before, it is only 1-to-1. But right now, because very few people are able to go home, because the Heavenly Mother would like us to realize our true nature, who we really are.
以早干那遐少人会通求道，爱一寡人用传道的方法人求。即摆咱逐个人拢遐济会通求道的原因是叫，爱互人一个机会会通甲咱的真路，互咱知影，互咱会通甲咱的生活好好用来受道，好会当好会当活好势，好会当互咱逐个拢会通转去天顶。
When we received the Tao, our wisdom was opened and it allowed us to be enlightened, and it opened our eyes to many things that we would not have understood had we not received the Tao.
伫咱求道的时阵无，咱就开着咱的智慧的门，互咱了解咱以早毋知影物件，踮咧求道的时阵，咱就知影咯。伊着咱受着三宝，咱就较了解，咱才有智慧会通了解讲咱的生活会遐侪问题，遐侪疑问。
We also received the three treasures that protect us and the company of the Buddhas, the saints, and the sages.
了咱受着三宝嘛是会通互咱保庇。照顾咱，会互咱踮身边，拢一直有迄个咱的天，咱的仙佛的照顾。
I would like to share with you something that happened last week.
咱的教师要甲咱分享伊顶礼拜拄着一项代志。
While I was teaching, my job is to teach nurses to help them pass the US license so that they can work in the US.
咱的学校的工作是，伊是写学士的先生，互伊个学士的学生会通得到迄个证照，通移民去美国会当做护士。 这是伊的工作。
Before I teach, I usually give a spiritual talk to my nurses to open up their mind and to help them realize many things that they may not have heard, okay, outside.
伊每一摆伊上课进前无，伊拢会用一寡时间讲点伊的学堂讲道理，互伊的学生，互因较了解一寡因本来毋知影的物件，本来无了解的物件。
We do a lot of motivation and inspiring them so that when they pass the exam, they will also be inspiring and motivating their patients.
咱的教师拢一直咧互伊一寡鼓励，一寡鼓励因的话，互因点伊会通考过迄个证照的考试无，也互因会通好好鼓励因的patient，因照顾的一寡人。
Last week, while I was teaching, I was talking to the class. One of the nurses that is attending my class, she went out of the room.
顶礼拜伊咧讲课无，有一个咧听课的学生无，踮伊咧讲课中啊无，就忽然间离开伊的教室。
And then I thought she was just going to the restroom.
伊叫咱的教师想说讲，伊是干那要去厕所尔。
And then after a few minutes, one of my staff called me to tell me there is an emergency.
下了经过几分钟无，就忽然间有一个伊的同事无，敲电话甲伊讲有发生一个急事。
And Pere, who was at home at the time, she was calling me on the phone.
下了伊的查某囝无，伊的查某囝毋是踮遐工作啦，伊查某囝无踮厝内时阵无，就敲电话，迄时阵敲电话互伊。
And then I said, "What happened?" I thought it was my mom. I said, what happened?"
伊收到电话无，伊毋知是啥物代志发生，实则是伊的妈妈的代志，所以讲甲人敲电话来。
And then she said, "No, we're fine. It's not us." She said, "You know the student who went out?" I said, "Yes." She is so afraid.
伊讲厝内逐项代志拢好势啦，毋过你会记得，讲拄有一个学生踮你的教室，忽然间走出去无？伊讲伊足惊的咯。
And then I said, "Why?" And then Pire said, "Look for her because she said she saw something."
伊咧怀疑讲是安怎无？叫伊去找迄个学生，伊就讲学生有看到物件，互伊足惊的。
So I left the classroom and went to one of our offices where the student was.
所以伊去离开伊的教室，专来去找即个学生。伊的学生走去迄个因的办公室，专来去找即个学生，去找伊。
And then I asked her, "What did you see?"
伊讲你看到啥物物件？
And then she said, "While you were talking," she said, "it's like the back of at your back, a door opened. There is no door at my back. It's the blackboard." She said, "While I was talking, at my back in the blackboard, a door opened and a very bright light came in."
迄个学生讲，你咧教册时阵无？你后壁伫后方忽然间有一个门开，了迄门开时阵无，有大的光走入来。
And then she told me, I know you can see me, she said. I was doing like that. Because I was, nasisilaw daw siya dun sa bright, bright light.
伊讲，伊可能就看着我咧眨我的目睭，为着迄个大光幕，互我啥看袂清楚，互我目睭看袂清楚。
And then she said, an old lady came out the door. She was very white and she looked like a very regal lady, looked like Imelda Marcos. That's what her description is. She looked like Imelda Marcos. And she has a very strong energy. And she was looking at me and was trying to give me something.
了，迄个门点迄门无走出来一个啥，一个有年纪的啥的昆刀，迄是迄个有年纪的迄个啥的女的无，看起来也尊严，也啥，敢若款也有迄种交咱伊面的马克思感觉迄种尊严，毋过迄是伊的啥，伊的学生讲，毋是阮的形容。了讲迄个啥，迄个。迄时阵无迄走出来迄个啥，迄个女的无，怎啊？敢若有要甲物件摕互咱的公司。
And then she said, that's why I went out of the room because her energy is too strong. The lady that came out.
了，迄个就是敢若即个学生对伊的教室走出来的原因是。为着伊感觉着即个 energy 受强，伊挡袂牢，怎啊行出去遐行。
And she said that it looked like Imelda Marcos because she is very dignified.
了，佮看敢若款也有尊严，敢若款伊看敢若款，敢若Imelda Marcos关系就看也有尊严。
And that's why she asked the staff to call our house to ask. How is my mom?
所以伊就为着这样代志足惊无，伊就若叫甲因的走出去时无，甲因的同事敲电话，互因的厝内，要互门看来讲，伊个咱的啥，伊个咱的这公司到底是有发生啥物代志，敢哪会安尼？
And she was able to talk to Pere, and Pere said, Lola is here, she's watching TV, she's fine.
会了，啥？伊就真烦恼时阵无，伊想要知影讲，因厝内阁有发生啥物代志？伊厝内无也无啥物代志，逐项代志拢真平安，拢好势。敲电话转去厝内时阵无，伊查某囝讲，逐项代志拢真好势嘛。伊的阿嬷嘛是咧踮厝内咧看电视。
So I tried to calm her down and told her if it is a bright light, if it is white, it must be a Buddha.
所以咱会讲说讲，你莫烦恼，若是迄是真光的，若是你看就是真光无，迄个是佛祖。
So I told her, don't be afraid.
所甲伊讲毋莫惊。
Because I told her it is the second time I heard something like that when I'm talking, there is a bright light behind me.
咱来告诉讲，这个毋是头一摆我拄着这项代志的，有人讲，人咧讲道理时阵无，在后壁怎啊有阮个野光的野光走出来，发光出来。
And then she said, oh, that's why. It is very bright, it is white. It is the first time I saw something like that.
了，伊学生就讲，这是我头一摆看到安尼无，原来是安尼，我是头一摆看到有一个野光的物件，在后壁走出来。
Because she said, whenever I work in the hospital, I see black spirit guarding the people.
了，这学生讲，其实若是我咧踮医生馆做事无，踮医院做事无，伊拢会看着讲边啊有一个遐济啊乌的灵魂，拢咧 出出入入，拢咧行来行去，飞来飞去。
And then she said also that another teacher, she also saw another spirit, but it was black.
结果伊嘛有看到别个先生无，嘛是有另外一个啥，敢若款灵魂伫徛伊个边啊，毋过是一个较乌的灵魂。
And then another day, I teach the class again. She told me this time it is a man who is guarding you. She told me.
了另外一工无，佫过几工无，这学生固定看着了，即马讲，即马徛喺你的边是一个男的。
And she said it's another, not so bright light, but it is also white. It's also bright. And the man who is looking at me is wearing a robe, like our Tao robe.
了
Which
迄
is
个
like Chinese robe.
吼，了迄个啥，迄个时阵无，伊讲你徛喺你边仔的迄个男的无，伊咧穿道袍。
And then I told her, don't be afraid because I called a saint today to guide me. I called
Yeah.
Chikong Buddha.
了迄个时阵无，咱的讲师来讲，你莫惊，有着今仔早起我讲课，我即摆咧讲课正正无，我有拜拜，我有叫师傅慈悲无，今仔甲我啥即做一寡特别的啥特别的代陪特别的帮忙。
She actually told me, can you not call the saints when you are here? Because I see all of them.
了迄个学生足惊讲，你敢会做叫因莫来，为着我真惊，看会足惊的。
And then I told her, now you saw something that not most people see. But there are already instances when I'm talking in another temple that somebody also told me that there's a bright light behind me. And that made me realize she doesn't know me. She doesn't know what I do. She doesn't know the I-Kuan Tao. But what she saw is a manifestation of the Buddha guiding us, guarding us.
So，咱的讲师无，嘛是有咧点啥点山顶讲课时阵无，嘛是有拄着迄款看会着有伊个 third eye 开的迄款路径无，看嘛是点后壁看会着有仙佛，看会着有夜光，所以伊甲迄个学生讲，即学生虽然是毋是I-Kuan道，毋过嘛是会看会着仙佛。 伊嘛是看会着啥，看会着咱的啥，咱的天，看会着咱的光明，拢咧甲咱好好啊照顾。
And I felt very fortunate that I was able to receive the Tao and walk the way of Tao. 谢谢 to our 天团师，谢谢天团师慈悲 to 蔡天悲 to our 周天团师、蔡天团师 all our 天团师 all the 天团师 that I have met in the past who gave me the opportunity to learn and to be able to enlighten me. And that's why I'm sharing this with you. I want you to feel very fortunate because all the Buddhas and saints, we do not see them, but they are always there for us.
So，咱的讲师嘛是足感谢讲，足感恩讲，伊会着伊有机会当下，走礼拜道，伊真感谢咱的啥，咱的蔡前辈，感谢咱的啥，咱的迄个九天传师、蔡天传师、各位天传师，互伊机会会通啥，会通讲课，会通啥，会通受道了，互大家人，要互大家人知影讲，其实咱大家都进步。虽然咱看袂着，毋过咱边仔无拢有咧受着咱的啥仙佛的照顾。
Now remember also that how are we able to receive the Tao as at this age and at this time? Let us remember, okay, I'm just reminding all of you, let us be grateful for our ancestors and continue to cultivate the Tao all right, for their sake also, it is because of them that we are able to receive the Tao because of their merits. Another reason is that we know that we have cultivated in the past, so let us not waste our time right now and practice and cultivate the Tao in our daily life. Let us not waste our time. And of course, we have the Buddhas, the sages, and the saints. Our affinity with them, it is the one that helps us fulfill our destiny, our cultivation, helping us to be able to go back to our heavenly source.
所以大家人拢爱会记得讲，咱爱真感谢咱的祖先，有种的祖先无因做的好代志、好的因果无，留着的好因果无，互咱大家人有法得着即个机会，会通受到，会通回报讲咱对咱祖先会真大的感恩。咱也嘛是爱了解讲，咱嘛是爱提醒咱家己讲，咱有法通得着道的原因无，嘛是为着讲咱顶摆的生活无，以早的。较早的轮回无，咱有做咱有做遐侪好的因果，做好咱即个生活无有即个福气，会通求道。即上后尾咱嘛是爱真感谢讲咱的神佛，互咱大家人有一个机会，通了解到，通互咱会通圆满会生活，会通互咱大家会通知影讲咱生活的来源。咱是后咱转去，咱要点到会通转去天顶，即咱拢爱真有即个觉悟，真有即个真有即个感恩，真有即个真有即个就即个了解。
So in conclusion, I hope that I was able in our short discussion for today, I hope that I was able to help everybody understand what is the Tao in our daily life, how precious the Tao is, that Tao is true, and that all the Buddhas and saints are there guiding us, protecting us, and that let us not waste our body, our physical body. Let us not waste the time given to us right now. Let us make use of this life and this opportunity to cultivate and to be able to enlighten ourselves and also to enlighten other people.
所以上后尾咱大家就是希望讲，咱今仔暗晡听一个简单的课。知影讲咱都踮咱平常生活会点都会出现无？咱踮平常时生活会通较踮倒位有看会着道无？了咱都爱了解讲，咱是其实咱若能求到道是真大福气，所以咱爱知影咱的道的尊贵，才会当知影讲咱先佛拢咧照顾咱。所以咱毋爱浪费时间，咱毋爱浪费咱的生活，咱爱好好修道，好好做代志，好好行功，互咱大家会通会通修道得道，也会通好好过一个圆满的生活。
So if I said something wrong, or if I have if I lack something, if I said something wrong, if I lack something, I am asking the Heavenly Mother, the Buddha, sages and saints, the masters, and all of you. I am asking for forgiveness and for your forgiveness for all of you. So once again, I would like to say thank you to our Heavenly Mother, to our Buddha, sages and saints, Go Tentuan Shi Tzu, and to all of you for giving me this opportunity. Thank you very much. And I hope that our Tentuan Shi will give more words of wisdom.
所以今仔的课，阮两个都讲到遮，若是有啥物部分讲着无好，无人清楚了无好势无，请师父谢罪， 了请咱的各位殿堂师，互阮一寡下补充。了，若是有啥物部分讲着毋对无，请咱的各位前辈原谅。了，希望讲咱大家无会通好好继续的继续的参加咱的晚上班，咱的课，会通搁好增加咱的智慧。所以呢，咱大家，阮就讲到这，谢谢大家，祝大家身体健康，万事如意，心想事成，谢谢。
Thank you, Sister Marie and Brother Christopher.
Thank you.
咱来邀请咱的蔡典传师给咱播唱，请 Christopher 弹主翻译。
各位收听，大家好，阿咪。
好，阿米。
Good evening, everyone.
翻译成英文哈。咱今仔日吼，搁剩5分钟啊，尔吧吼，所以小可，敢若简单做一个吼结论。
Because we only have 5 minutes left, our Ten Chansi would like to give us a very simple supplementary words.
伫头阵啊吼，迄个讲师有讲到一句吼，耶稣所说的话吼，讲 I am the way, I am the truth, and the life.
A while ago, our lecturer has mentioned that our Lord Jesus has said, I am the truth, I am the way, I am the life.
那么伫个佛教内底咧，释迦牟尼佛慢慢讲过一句话了，甲这句话差不多。
In the Buddhist scripture, the Siddhartha Gautama has also said something very similar to what Jesus has said.
佛教说什么咧？讲吼，天顶甲地下，天上跟地下，唯我独尊，敢若我是上尊贵的。
And what Siddhartha said is that at the heavens above and the earth below, what is most important is me.
咱若拄听这句话时阵，讲，哎哟，这个耶稣甲迄个释迦佛祖来讲话，讲啊遐尼骄傲。
If we don't understand, we might say, upon hearing these two words from both our Lord Jesus and our Siddhartha, we might say, these people think very highly of themselves. They are very arrogant.
是咱做人的人吼，有骄傲的心，才感觉讲佛祖甲迄个耶稣讲话讲骄傲。
But it is because we are understanding this from the point of view of a human mind, of our human pride, which is why we are saying that they are very arrogant and prideful.
其实不管是释迦佛祖也好，耶稣也好，伊这个我哩，迄个我，甲这个爱哩，吼，拢是咧讲头阵仔咱讲师有讲的，讲咱的本性，这个我就是咱的本性，咱的 true nature，咱的性。
But the reality is, if we understand and if we cultivate Tao properly and we know the wisdom, the I that both of them are referring to is not about the egotistical I. It's more referring to our true nature.
这个爱毋是咱的 ego 迄个爱吼，自我迄个爱，迄个我嘛，毋是自我迄个我。
The I that they are referring to are not the egotistical I, the I who exists in the human plane of existence.
那么咱大家拜礼拜的人拢有读经嘛，读到心经的内面拢有读到这几句话凡所有相拢是空的，拢是不生不灭，不垢不净，不增不减。
To all of us who attends the Tuesday Sutra reading lecture, we all understand that there is a passage that say that the true self is void. It cannot be added, cannot be deducted. It has no form. It has no value. It is absolute.
那么咱今仔日咧，这条道，咱今仔日修道，咱来知影这物物件是上尊贵的。
So thus, as Tao cultivators, we must understand what is the most important.
咱身躯内面上尊贵就是咱迄个本性。
Within us, the most important is our true nature.
咱这个本性咧，然后好好甲伊修持，好好甲伊修养，咱有一天总是会转去甲咱迄个源头也合一。
If we bring forth our true nature and live according to our conscience, then one day, when the time comes, we will be as one with our original source.
咱的本性会转去甲咱的源头也甲迄个源头合一。
Which means that we will be able to go back to the heaven and reunite with our true nature.
这就是今仔日咱讲师甲咱讲即个 Essence of Tao 伊的宗旨就是安尼，伊的重点就是安尼。
And so this is the objective of why tonight we lecture about the essence of Tao. This is the ultimate point, is for us to be able to understand that what lies within us is our true nature, and we can use this true nature for us to go home.
抽讲来是甲抽象天道讲起来有甲抽象甲 abstract， 不过咱若一步一步照做人的道理就去做咧，咱人道若圆满，天道自然就会到迄个目标。
So even though what we're discussing here is complex and very abstract, what we must understand is, as long as us people do the things that we must do according to our conscience, then we will be able to bring Tao to our existence.
那么协会今仔日就简单做一个结班。
So thus we end the lecture today.
祝各位道亲大家健康幸福。
And wish all of you a blessed life and a good health.
欢喜充满。
And hope that all of us can be able to be happy and to have a fulfilling days.
祝各位道亲晚安。
And wish everyone a good evening.